Helldivers 2 is coming in 2023 to PlayStation 5, PC, and it's safe to say that the series from Arrowhead Games is getting a pretty big glow up. The most obvious change is the transition from arcade-style top-down shooter to a third-person perspective, and it's hard not to look at the parallels between Housemarque and their transition to Returnal after they declared arcade was dead. The big question after the success of Returnal, will Arrowhead also be able to make the same leap forward with Helldivers 2? The same core elements are still present in Helldivers 2 with the 4-player alien liberating gameplay along with friendly fire, stratagems, and tongue-in-cheek tone. The switch to third person might be a pain point for some of the fans of the series, but Helldivers does have a strong cult following who I think will give this a chance. This is divergent from the path that Returnal took, as it was a brand new IP from Housemarque, so there was no alienating people initially. The choice to develop strictly on the PlayStation 5 and PC is evident in the trailer, as the visuals are stunning with the amount of things happening on the screen at once, the destruction of the bugs, and the lighting effects. Outside of changing perspective, here are a few things that will hopefully make their way into the sequel. Crossplay. One of the most requested features from Helldivers was crossplay between PC and PlayStation. Will Helldivers 2 have crossplay? I would lean towards that it will for a few reasons. The first game was crossplay between PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and Vita, so the team has some understanding of how to incorporate a feature like this into the game. Helldivers came out on PC about 6 months after the PlayStation version, and it seems like with Helldivers 2, they will both be launching at the same time. Finally, Helldivers 2 is only coming to PlayStation 5 and not PlayStation 4, which means that they are going to need a bigger pool of players and a community to keep this game going, leading to crossplay making a lot of sense. More teamwork makes more dreams work. Helldivers 2 is looking to be turning up the co-op teamwork aspect of the game all the way to 11. Success is very hard without strong communication in this game and watching your friendly fire, but in the trailer, you can see one player loading another player's weapon, and this leads me to believe that some of the more deadly weapons are going to require 2 players to operate. I assume the same thing will work for stratagems. To activate some might require a combination of buttons from 2 players simultaneously. Single player mode. You could play Helldivers in single player, but it would only send you out alone, and this did allow you to play the game, but it made it very hard and very slow because you had to play cautiously. This removed a lot of the bombastic nature of the game, and hopefully for the times that you don't want to play online with randoms and your squad isn't on, there will be some type of AI squad mates that you can deploy with. New opportunities. The transition to third person does open up the door to new opportunities and features, and this change will likely lead to a lot more tactical changes and options. Customization of your weapon with long scopes or short scopes will change how you approach the game. Also, being this close to the action will hopefully allow you to target enemies tactically by possibly shooting the legs off of bugs to slow them down and things of that nature. The best part about the reveal of Helldivers 2 is that we won't have to wait long, as Helldivers 2 is scheduled to release in 2023, and if the reaction from the studio at the reveal is any indication to go by, they should be hitting this target.